Since Sunday's bitter loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, Pascal Siakam's name has been all over the media yet again for a missed opportunity very late in the game that would have tied it up for the Raptors. So we must ask the question yet again, is Pascal Siakam good enough to be the number one option on a contending team? Let's get into it. Welcome to Amateur Sports, a channel where you get NBA content with a focus on the Toronto Raptors. So if it is your first time here with me today and you like what you see, you want more of myself talking about the Raptors in videos just like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Show your support to the channel. We just hit 2,100. We're looking to press on to 3,000 subscribers by the start of April. Let's see if we can do it. By the way, as you notice, we're in a different spot. I took 2 full days off of content, no streams or videos, but happy to be back today for the video today and the stream tonight for the game against the Milwaukee Bucks. Hope to see y'all there. We're gonna have a great time watching along the Raptors. Make sure you are there. But let's get into our video topic for today. So the topic is Pascal Siakam. Over the course of the offseason and the start of this season, Pascal Siakam's name was all over this channel because there were so many questions regarding whether or not Pascal Siakam could be that guy. Be that guy for the Toronto Raptors, because there was questions after the playoffs. Pascal Siakam was one of the worst performers on the Raptors in that playoff series against the Celtics, yet we still just barely and narrowly lost in that Game 7. So if Pascal Siakam had showed up the way he was supposed to, the Raptors probably march on to the conference finals where they play Miami, a 5th seed, and I think the Raptors have a possibility of getting to the NBA Finals in that setting. But regardless, that's all just what ifs. But here we're in the present. Pascal Siakam has been a lot better recently, but we're talking about that shot in the last few seconds against the Timberwolves that would have tied it up with just a few seconds left, probably leading to overtime where the Raptors, who had momentum, might have been able to eke out a win, especially with Karl Anthony Towns having fouled out. But again, more what ifs in that scenario. What we did see was Pascal Siakam miss a gimme layup to give the Raptors that tie. And, I was expecting a lot of slander on Twitter over Pascal Siakam and, everywhere really. There's always slander for Pascal Siakam. Look, Raptors fans, we recognize Pascal Siakam should have hit that shot. We recognize that Pascal Siakam absolutely needed to hit that shot because any NBA player should be hitting that gimme of a layup. Pascal Siakam did a great job with the spin move to really construct that opportunity at the rim, and he missed, and he should not have missed, and he'll know that. And Raptors fans understand that it's just one play that he missed, and it did not come off in the clutch. But the question remains because that's the third clutch miss he's had for the Raptors this season. It's the third one. He had one against the Trailblazers, he had one against the Warriors, and this is the third one against the Minnesota Timberwolves. He did not hit any of those shots. So can Pascal Siakam be that number one option for the Toronto Raptors? Well, I think that yes, I've maintained it consistently since that playoff series against the Boston Celtics. I have maintained that I believe Pascal Siakam is good enough to be the A option, the one option for a contending team. I think last season the Raptors, with Pascal Siakam as the number one option, could have easily marched to the NBA Finals. And Siakam didn't show up. And yeah, there's really no argument to combat that. But in the last 9 games, Pascal Siakam has had 23 points or more in 6 of them, and he has had 30 points or more in 4 of them. So I think it's safe to say that Pascal Siakam is pretty much back to his best. And think about the skill set Pascal Siakam possesses. Think about the skills that he possesses on the court. There are so many facets to his game, except people want to know if he's got the clutch gene. And with the 3 clutch misses, 2 of the 3 this season being ones that he absolutely should have hit. One of them, was a tough shot. Won't fault him too much. But 2 of them, yeah, makeable shots for Pascal Siakam. However, there's always been questions about Pascal Siakam in the clutch. I, for one, think that Pascal Siakam is very clutch. And there are many examples, such as this one against the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals Game 6. Pretty much the championship ceiling basket to put the Raptors up by 3. Up by 3 very late on against the Warriors. And he did it. He did it against a formidable defender in Draymond Green. So Pascal Siakam, in the most clutch situation in the history of the Toronto Raptors, was able to get it done against a very good defender. And I think it's good that plays can be drawn up for him because he is able to just get himself to the basket. So yes, if we're talking about recent examples, Pascal Siakam has struggled in these clutch situations. But if we're talking about his entire Raptors career, you can find so many examples of Pascal Siakam hitting late clutch shots to seal Raptors victories, to give Raptors the victory. There have been so many examples. It won't take long to search it up and find them. Trust me. It's just the last 3 opportunities he's had have all bounced out. You know, that happens. That happens to big players. It happened to KD earlier in the season when a couple game winners didn't go in the same week. You know, it's happened to everybody. It's happened to LeBron, one of the best, if not the best player in the NBA. So just to focus and narrow in on just these deficiencies from Siakam recently, like take in how good he's been playing in the last 9 games. 4 30-point games and 6 23-point games. Siakam this season is also averaging a career high in total rebounds and a career high in total assists while averaging over 20 points per game. If Pascal Siakam had been playing like this over the course of the entire season, he'd be an all-star again. Let's not forget that last season Pascal Siakam started in the all-star game. Wasn't just, an all-star. It wasn't just there. Started in the all-star game. Started the all-star game and was also second team All-NBA. Throughout Pascal Siakam's entire career, he has won numerous accolades. He's been a G League Finals MVP. He's been an MIP in the NBA. He's been an NBA champion. He's been a starter on the All-Star team and, again, the All-NBA appearance on the second team. Not just scraping in the third team. The second team All-NBA. So Siakam is absolutely talented enough to be a first option on a contending team. Obviously, if you had Pascal Siakam as your B option, you would prefer that because that means you have somebody on your team who is better than Pascal Siakam. And having 2 guys with that much talent can lead to success, and it already has led to success in an NBA championship for this Toronto Raptors franchise. And Siakam, who has been one of the leaders on the Raptors over this little run that they've put together, obviously still 12-15, and that was an ugly loss against the Timberwolves. But the Raptors have definitely had a bit of a recovery since that 2-8 start, and a lot of that has been down to Pascal Siakam elevating his play. Think about all the facets that Pascal Siakam has to a game. He has the ability to take on almost anybody, go one-on-one with anybody in the low post. The spin move absolutely works, and it creates him opportunities. You can find so many. I mean, people just online like to bicker about Siakam, but the spin move works, and it generates him so many opportunities at the rim that he can take on anybody in the 5 for the other team to get his points. He can shoot the 3 ball. We're starting to see, again, that he's redeveloping that 3-point game, which makes him even more dangerous than before. I mean, if he's just a pure slasher, he was putting up like 30 points just from slashing, none from 3. But the fact that he's regaining his confidence from 3 is a welcome sight for the Toronto Raptors. He is hitting down and knocking down more shots for the Toronto Raptors because of this development of the 3 ball, which gets him some easier opportunities at the rim. He's averaging a career high in assists, so he's starting to be a bit better of a playmaker. Had his first triple-double of his career earlier in the season. He's averaging a career high in rebounds. There's just so much. He's a good rebounder, a good defender, an active defender, great at getting to the rim. He can shoot the ball. His free throw percentage is pretty good. Honestly, it's pretty good. What he can work on is generating more free throw opportunities for himself, but Siakam, there are so many great things about his game. He is absolutely good enough to be the first option on a contender. However, could you really be a solidified and like 100% favorite with him as your first option? Probably not. People don't give him that respect. I don't think so. But can you be a contender with Pascal Siakam on your team as the first option? 100% absolutely. He's clutch, and again, he can generate buckets in so many ways. Obviously, if we're talking about what have you done lately, Siakam probably isn't that guy in the clutch. But that's just a few examples. The sample size is not big enough. But you know what's great news about Siakam? He's been in the NBA long enough that we have a great sample size where we've seen what Pascal Siakam can produce. And especially, we've seen what Pascal Siakam can produce in the clutch. I thought I would be having to make this video really defending Pascal Siakam. And I did. Obviously, I defended Pascal Siakam because U.S. media doesn't give Siakam or the Raptors any respect whatsoever. However, I was expecting to have to defend him from Raptors fans again, but I think most Raptors fans have come around since the start of the season. I believe that the community here that we've built up is more tolerable to just like little mishaps for the Raptors. And, we're excited about the big picture. Obviously, the Raptors at 12-15. It's not good enough for the Toronto franchise. When they lost their 15th game last season, they had 40 wins. But I think that there are promising signs. And the fact that Siakam has come around and is playing pretty much back to his best is good news. And we understand that this one miss, if you gave Siakam that opportunity 99 more times, he would make that basket 99 times. It's just one little mishap, and Siakam knows more than anybody that he messed up. That was a mess up for Siakam, and it won't happen again. If he gets that opportunity again, I have full confidence that he is going to put that in. There are a lot of good signs for Siakam and this Raptors team. I am happy to be along the ride. There are these rumors about Andre Drummond coming to the Raptors. I have my full video on what I think about a trade for Andre Drummond if you want to check that out. A little bit of a spoiler, not too big a fan of that trade, but think trades are coming, at least one trade, and I think that the Raptors are on the right track. But with this tough schedule coming up, it is going to be insanely difficult for the Raptors. We'll see how they pull through, and we'll be there tonight for the live stream. Make sure you are there. The bottom line is Pascal Siakam is good enough to be the first option on a contending team, but to be that real favorite for an NBA title, I don't think that he would be that number one option. As a number two option, fantastic. He'll be even better as a number two option, but I still think he is good enough to be that one option for a team that can think they have a reasonable chance at winning the NBA championship. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions on Pascal Siakam in the comments down below, because that wraps it up for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still here, please like the video if you like, and subscribe to Amateur Sports for more content just like this. We got the Raptors videos, and we have the Raptors live watch longs for every single game. Make sure you're there. We have a ton of fun. We took a night off on Sunday, but we are back today. We live stream every single game, so make sure you come hang out, enjoy the fun, enjoy the moment as the Raptors look to beat the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. At the end of the day, I believe what I say. If you disagree, that is okay. We'll see you again next time for another video.